everybody. Are you tired of trading options and not being able to count on your consistent profits? One week the profits are up, one week the profits are down. Not sure from day to day whether or not you're going to generate consistent profits. I totally know the feeling. But I'm getting ready to show you what I've used to generate 10% profits on a daily basis. So stick with me. We're getting ready to unlock the potential of credit spreads so you can use them to take your profit generation to whole new places. All right, let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about what are credit spreads. Credit spreads are an advanced option strategy that can be used to double and triple your money safely in a short period of time. They can be used for weekly profits or even daily profits if you use the zero DTE stocks. DTE means days to expiration. I love those. First of all, let's get an understanding of the basics of credit spreads before we go running off to our platforms to haul in our weekly cash. Be sure to like and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything else that I post. A credit spread is a two-legged options trade. It includes a long option and a short option. I call them a buy leg and a sell leg. With these, you are buying an option and you're selling an option simultaneously with the same expiration date. These are two options contracts, and that's how we get the word spread. Alrighty. The difference between these two strikes is the amount of the spread, and that's what determines how much collateral you're going to have to provide to the broker while you're running these trades. With credit spreads, you're entering as a seller or a writer of this trade. People, sometimes you'll see that you're writing a trade or you're selling it. Those are really the same things. With credit spreads, you select a sell option strike at a price where you do not think the stock price is going to be at or beyond at expiration. In other words, you want your strikes to be out of the money. When you're selling credit spreads, you're going to collect a premium when you enter the trade. The broker is going to reserve or is going to block the buying power in the amount of the spread minus whatever premiums you collect. For example, you trade a 430, 431 call credit spread. This is a 1 spread because the difference between 431 and 430 is 1. In this particular trade, you receive $15, 0.15, or $15 in premiums. The broker is going to reserve $85 of your buying power. Where the 85 come from? $100 for the spread minus the $15 that you collected for the premiums. This $85 is going to be reserved from your buying power like a deposit, going to sit off to the side the whole time this trade is running. The outcome on this trade, though, depends on where the stock price ends at expiration. If the price of that trade, the 430, 431 call credit spread, if the price ends below 430 at expiration, then you're going to keep your entire $15 of premiums and the broker is going to return your buying power to you. No issue, no harm, no foul. Everything is good. 430.15 or $430.15 is the break-even amount. And we got that amount from the 430 strike plus the 0.15 premium that you took in. So if price stays below $430.15, you won't have lost any money, but you won't keep the entire $15 of premiums. If the price, though, is above $430.15, but it's below the 431 strike price, then you'll be at a loss in the amount of the value of that spread at expiration. And that value fluctuates. It depends on several different factors, but just know that you will have a loss. You will sustain a loss in that situation, but it won't be max loss. But if price is above $431 at the time of expiration, you're going to experience max loss. We never like max loss, right? But the broker in that case is going to keep the entire $100 for the spread, which is $15 that they gave you for premiums. They're going to take it back. And the extra $85 that you had reserved, the broker is just basically going to keep it. I do want to talk here to make sure that anytime you're doing these trades, you can turn these trades off anytime you want to. If you decide that you don't think the price is going to come back or is going to ends in the place that is going to make your trade be profitable, you can always buy to close it at any place. And I do strongly suggest that you have stop losses. Credit spreads are really a great trading strategy because you can win in 3 different situations. You win this trade if the price goes up, you win if price stays flat, and you win if price goes down. As long as the price does not go past your strike price, or at least is not past your strike price at expiration, you're going to win this trade. Another good reason that credit spreads are a great trading strategy is because entry is very straightforward. What you just have to do is select a place where you believe price is not going to go. Right? The entry of the timing it all perfectly. There is some criteria that goes along with entry in order to maximize your premiums, but it's not so, dead on that you're going to, if you don't get it at the exact right second, you're going to miss out on a bunch of profits. It does not work like that for credit spreads, okay? Another good reason is that there are no indicators required. Oh my goodness, sometimes having all the indicators on your chart, for me, they get you all confused. They get you all confused with all these different things. This means that. This means that. No need. Credit spreads don't need all that. All right. Credit spreads are a limited risk and rewards selling strategy. One of the main reasons I love them. You don't collect any more than the premiums you receive at the beginning of the trade. So your profits are capped. You also don't lose any more than the width of the spread. So your loss is capped. This is a defined risk and defined rewards strategy. You always know what your potential outcome is, and that, in my opinion, gives you the opportunity to be able to scale up, to be able to determine what are going to be your profits, and to look at what can be a consistent return on your money. Okay, let's look at an example of how do we execute a basic credit spread trades. I'm going to use one of my favorite stocks. It's XSP, and the reason I like it so much is because it's cash settled. That means you don't have any shares to worry about getting assigned or to worry about contending with. None of those. You put your money in, you get your money out. That's the way it goes. I want you to stay green, and let's get this money.